Hello students, today I will be starting with chapter number 5 and the name of the chapter is Lines and Angle. So this is an introduction video. In this video I will discuss few important topics related to lines and angles. Okay, now let's get started. Now at first we will discuss about angles. Now angles, you already know that there are few types of angles. Now what are those angles? Acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, straight angle, and reflex angle. Now, acute angle means the angle which is less than 90 degree. For example, say 75 degree, 60 degree, these all are acute angle. Now, what are obtuse angle? An angle which is less than, which is more than 90 degree, but less than 180 degree. For example, say 110 degree. Say 110 degree is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Then 135 degree. Now right angle is equal to 90 degree. It is exactly equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now straight angle is equals to 180 degree. Now if you draw a line, okay, and from here, suppose here is 0 degree. From here you have started making the angle and exactly here you will get 180 degree, which is a straight line. So that's why it is known as straight angle. Now coming to reflex angle is more than 90 degree, more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. Okay, now let's see how it looks like. See, this is a line, suppose. Now here is 0 degree. So from here you have 10 degree, 20 degree, this way you have started making the angles, and here is exactly 180 degree, you know that. Now when you come downwards, then it is known as reflex angle. Like here it is 180 degree and you are going beyond 180 degree. So this angle is known as reflex angle. And why it is known as reflex? Because it is outside of this angle, because here we are getting obtuse angle, isn't it? So reflex angle, what we have seen, that it is more than 180 degree because it is going beyond 180 degree. Here is 180 degree and it is going beyond this, but less than 360 degree. Now where is 360 degree? Now when it will complete the full rotation, then it will be, this full rotation is 360 degree, because this portion is 180 degree and this portion is 180 degree again. So 180 plus 180 is 360 degree. Okay. Now coming to some other angle, which is complementary angle. What do you mean by complementary angles? When the sum of two angles is 90 degree, then it is known as complementary angles. When the sum of two angles is 90 degree. Now suppose here if I take the angle say 20 degree, one angle say 20 degree and another angle say 70 degree, then sum of this angle makes 90 degree. So these two are complementary angles. Okay, suppose this is 20 degree and this is 70 degree. So these two will make 90 degree. So when sum of two angle makes 90 degree, then these angles are known as complementary angles. Okay. Now suppose if it is given 20 degree, okay, if in the question if it is given in the question 20 degree, one of the angle is given, and the question is you find the complementary angle. So how to find the complementary angles? We know that the sum of the two angle is 90 degree, means we will add one angle to 20 degree to get 90 degree. So what will be this angle? How to find the complementary angles? We'll just subtract 20 degree, means the angle which will be given to us will be subtracted from 90 degree to get the complementary angle. Okay. Now coming to next angle, which is supplementary angle. Now when the sum of two angles is 180 degree, then it is known as supplementary angle. Suppose if I take the angle 60 degree, one of the angles say 60 degree and another say 120 degree. So sum of this angle is 180 degree. So these angles are known as supplementary angles. Okay. And if the question comes like this, these two angle is given, and you will have to find whether this is complementary angle or supplementary angle. Then what we have to do, you will have to find the sum of this and the sum of this angle. Since it's 180 degree, so this is supplementary angle. Okay. Now coming to our next angle, which is adjacent angle. Adjacent means beside. Okay. So two angles that have the same vertex and common side. Okay. In common. Suppose this is angle 1 and this is angle 2. So here angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent. Why? Because they share the common vertex. Say this is O. In this angle 2 also O is there, and in angle 1 also O is there. So they share the common vertex. If I name it as say A, B, C, then see AOB means this angle, and BOC means angle 1, in which O is common. So O is the common vertex and a side in common. So here which is the common arm? This is the common arm. That means OB. Here if you see, this is the common arm. Okay. Now if I draw another arm, say this is angle 3, and if I ask you whether angle 1 and angle 3 are adjacent or not, then angle 1 and angle 3 are not adjacent, because in between we have angle 2, isn't it? Say this is point D. Now here angle 2 and angle 3 are adjacent because they share the common vertex O and common arm OA. Now if I ask you that whether angle AOB, okay, angle AOB and angle AOC are adjacent or not. See, here in angle AOB and in angle AOC one common vertex is there. AOB means which angle? AOB means this angle and AOC means this angle, isn't it? So here we have one common vertex and we have the common arm, which is OA. OA is the common arm. That means we know that in an adjacent angle, one common vertex will be there and common side, which we have got. But another point is, this is point number 1, this is point number 2, means they will have same vertex, they will have a side in common, and the third point is non-common arm. Non-common arms are either side of the common arm. Now, non-common arm are either side of the common arm, means the side which are present on both the side of common arm. So this is the non-common arm. So these should be present on the either side of the common arm. Okay, this is present on both the side of the common arm. This is the common arm. Now here, when I ask you that AOB means which? This. And AOC means, AOB means this angle and AOC means this angle, in which we can see that same vertex, which is O, and a side in common. Which side is common? This side. This side is common here, OA. But the non-common arms are either side. See here, if we are considering this, so we don't have the non-common side on both the side, isn't it? So we cannot say that these two are adjacent. These two are not adjacent. Okay. So to be an adjacent angle, three things will be needed. One is one common vertex will be there. Second is a side will be in common, and the third is non-common side will be present on the either side of the common arm. Okay. Now, what do you mean by linear pair? Angles whose sum is 180 degree. That means, so if the sum is 180 degree, then it forms a straight line, isn't it? So that is form a straight line. Now suppose here is 0 degree, suppose, okay, and it makes here say 60 degree, and here say this is 120 degree. So sum of this angle makes 180 degree and it forms a straight line. So these two angles are linear pair. Okay. So any two angle which makes 180 degree called linear pair. Okay. Now suppose this is given a straight line, and here one of the angle is given 50 degree, and suppose this is angle X, and you will have to find angle X. How to find this? Since we know that the sum of two angle forms it, if it forms like if the sum of two angle is 180 degree, then it forms a straight line. So these two angles are linear pair. So these two, sum of these two angle will be 180 degree. Then only it forms a linear pair. So how to find the value of X? So it will be, if you take 50 to another side, then it will be 180 degree minus 50 degree, which is 8 minus 5, 3, which is 130 degree. Okay. So linear pair means the sum of two angle will be 180 degree.